All right, we're live. We're good. Nice. All right, all set up. It's a Mango. You're very early and you guessed it right. It's a super stream. I just finished a call and I was like, you know what? Everything is set up. The mic is ready. The camera's ready. Why not have just a little stream, a little surprise stream? Plus, the new video is out. Mango, I appreciate the early view in the comments. Means a lot. Um, and yeah, video is out. So hope you enjoy it. It's a new format, new editing process as well, a little bit different intro. I will see if it works or not, if it's nice. But yeah, it was pretty fun to work on, and I already have other ideas for it. And I think I'm going to try this new intro style for the redesign, like the classic redesign videos for web apps. I already found one. So it's not going to be a random one. It's going to be something pre-planned a little bit. We'll see how it works, how it goes. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little stream, pretty relaxed before the weekend. Had a good workout. Weather is absolutely terrible today, but still feeling good today. How is everyone's day going? Always good to see you as well, Mobile Steel. Happy to have you here. Hope your day is going well and you are going to enjoy the weekend. Have a good time. We should have finally some. We should have some sun. Actually, we've had some good sun here for the past week, so we should have. It should come back this weekend. I have a doubt. I've been looking at more designs and approaches, but I don't know the name of the styles in design. Can you help me, like how to know them about designer styles? I don't really know. For me, it's like if it's crowded, then it's a crowded design. If it's clean and simple, it's a clean and simple design. Like just find an adjective that you like. I feel like for design, it depends obviously, right? But I think styles and design is more important for like art, like painting and drawings. For design, it's either good or not good. That's how I view it. Very black and white, but yeah. Quick ask: how do I design a landing page for it to feel like a mom? The name of the mobile app is Mom Clock. Ah, got it. Uh, for me, the only so first of all, for moms, they will usually, like the meme of the parents like looking at the phone from very far away. That's kind of how it is. So probably you need to have something like very simple, easy to understand, like good colors, not black and white, not startup feel, just like bright colors, nice branding. Things are like easy to understand to read, not super tiny text, right? Like, and so I would go with like a bold, colorful brand if you can work on the brand maybe. But that could be a good direction, I think. And yeah, the good news is, I mean, good news for me. We have a sponsor for a video early April, so could be pretty cool. Could be nice. I hope you guys will enjoy it. But yeah, it's really cool. There might be other maybe opportunities coming down the line that are in the pipeline. We'll see. Patience. The biggest thing with design, with business, actually in general, is just patience. Things take a long time to compound and to mature into something that brings anything. Just like this YouTube channel, like it's yeah. I spend money on on the equipment. I spend money on the editing software. I spend money on getting people to edit the videos. Uh, I have not seen the return yet, but it's still fun. It's still cool, and I enjoy like helping you guys uh, improve your designs, portfolio, get more clients. It's a cool little community. We are a nice little crew. So it's cool. Yeah, W sponsor. Yeah, I hope it's cool. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope we get some good outcome from it, so it can be like a nice little partnership over time. We'll see. Uh, it's never good to oversell. Let's take it a step at a time. Yeah, it will be better 100% because you cannot lose if you never quit. That's just a little cheat code here in life. If you never quit, you can never lose. So, and if you lose, well, it's over. So it's okay. But yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think I can lose simply because I will never quit. So I think that's pretty cool. Do you have a Discord community? No, I don't have one. I never like I think I've used Discord maybe 5 times in my life. Like I don't know why. I never really I get it, but yeah, I never really got it. Me when I gamble. I mean, like business is a pretty good gamble. Like you can try as many times as you want for free, and you will have a big upside if you win. But I can never lose if I never leave the casino or if they have to push me out of it. But I think you can see it. I think in the on the description I have like more links you can click on, like the Bourbon Studio /Charles, and you have like a form that you can fill out for when I restart the design course, because for now it's I closed it for now, but I might bring it back later on. But when I say bring it back later on, I'm not saying next week or next month. I'm probably saying like in a year or two, when we are at 25,000 subscribers on the channel. I think it's mostly about how many subscribers are on the channel than a specific timeline. But in that, I'm still playing some stuff. But maybe there will be a community, a paid community, a paid course. Yes, the course would be paid. Otherwise, like I'm trying to make it something that can be a nice like business uh, based around like the community here on the channel, which will be expensive. Like the goal for me is like I bring you so much value and I help you make so much money that the course or the paid community will be like free. Like if it costs, I don't know, $100, I want you to make a lot more than $100. And if you've never made money because of my videos, don't buy anything that I sell. Nothing. Just watch the free stuff. And otherwise, like you have the free, not the free, the $5 YouTube membership is as low as I can make it. Otherwise, just you have like one that's like 199 a month, but you just to support the channel, nothing else. But $5 you get a lot of stuff. I mean, we have like Vizis here who's a long time member of the channel and always appreciate it. Um, I have to make the pitch. I have to let people know. Again, a good business lesson. But yeah, like I think that's the easiest thing you can do, at least for with a community and free content, is just if you have never helped you make more money or make as much money or make money at all, don't buy anything. And for me, it's so good because I feel so much better. I'm really afraid that you buy something from me, it's not good, and I'm like, okay, I'm just a fraud. So at least with that page, it's just okay. If you've made enough money, it will be a win no matter what for you. And if you've never made money from it, then don't buy it, and I will feel really good about it. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah, I think it's good. I don't want to have like 10,000 things to sell. The lesson I've been learning this year is just keep things stupid simple. Just keep a simple funnel, simple offers, simple stuff, simple process. Make it simple. Too much is it's not working. So yeah. And again, like I'm still thinking about it, brainstorming it. There's nothing out. There's nothing planned yet. Actually, something I'm planning right now is for the members on your YouTube channel. Um, $5 a month, by the way. It's the product masterclass part 2, because the part 1 everybody loved it. Everybody's asking for part 2, so it's in the workshop. It's getting workshop right now to make something cool. Probably going to be an hour. I don't know. We'll see, but that could be a nice next video. Your insights are really good. I appreciate Mango. Mango, you've been really like you've made my afternoon. really cool comments on the videos. You're here on the first. You're here on the live stream. Like, thank you, Mango. I appreciate it. But yeah, hope you guys are going to have a good weekend. For me, it's just going to be resting. Maybe working on just a little on like the on the video, maybe on the members video. And that's about it. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, I mean, I just started the stream, just no plan, nothing prepared. Just wanted to have a good time with only people who are out. And obviously, if you have not watched the video yet, the new video, you can also watch it. Uh, that would be really cool. A banger video idea would be how you got into product design, your first job gig, etc. Like a story sort of. That could be cool. I don't think people like that could be like a members video because usually my process is if it's not something that people because nobody knows me like so if I show my face on a thumbnail, if I talk about my life story, nobody will care. For members, it's a bit different because it can be like more freestyle, a bit more like less editing, less okay. How do I make the intro hooky so that people keep watching and I keep the retention high? So it's a bit different, but that could be like a nice little video idea. And I think I've talked about it on stream, no? I think I talked about it before. Basically, I mean, but mobile still, you're watching the videos, you're like most of my like reads and videos, for example, it's a good example because it's the one that performs the best. 90% of people watching, they're not subscribed. They've probably never heard of me. So only like 10-20% of people watching my videos do care to some extent or do know me a little bit. Um, so I have to like make some. I can only post a video a week, so I have to make some sacrifices here and there. But I get your point on that. I was looking at your page while trying to vibe code and just nothing a thing or two. What do you mean on I'm looking at my page to vibe code? But yeah, like I for get back on how I got into product design. Actually, I didn't know about product design and UI UX design in general until I was 19. So really late. I was into like Photoshop and I studied like for 6 months 3D and special effects. So for me, I always liked that digital art and creating stuff. But I only discovered design because I got a remote marketing job for like a travel app. And then I was like, oh, design is pretty cool because marketing feels a bit frustrating. Like you cannot really create stuff in marketing. And so design was that kind of way that helped me to bring marketing ideas I had, or maybe sales ideas I had, into actual concrete things like mobile app. And I started designing on Photoshop, which was terrible, and then Adobe XD. Yeah, and that's pretty much how I started. It was never intentional, and even to some extent, like the YouTube channel was never really like I started the YouTube channel because I wanted to sell some like uh, social media templates, stuff like that. I got my first opportunity because someone reached out to me. They saw a design I did, and they liked it, and they wanted to hire me for a project. And that's pretty much how I started. It was really random, and I really got lucky on a lot of things like that. I've applied to a ton of things. Like I've applied to thousands of like jobs and gigs to get one thing right. Um, but it was it's been a wild ride. First job to my current job and where I failed and how I improved. What do you mean, Mango? Quick ask, almost every design channel has been talking about cloud code for design and whatever, but I have never seen you talk about it. Why? Uh, I use cloud code. Actually, I coded my own like visitor tracking dashboard. I think for like a few hours, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I mean, it's cool. I don't really want to like okay, like look at so many different channels. They want to surf on the trend of AI, of like coding with AI or designing with AI and stuff like that, and they get like a ton of views, and then as soon as this trend fade, they either jump into the next one or they cannot sustain it and jump into the next one, and they just become irrelevant. And so you see like big channels with 200, 300, 400,000 subscribers, and their videos make 6K views, 10K views. So I'd rather make, I say that, and then maybe in like 2 months I will be like, hey, Claude AI is the best. We never know. But I don't want to just make content to be on the trend. I want to make content that compounds, and that's, I don't know, you know. I don't think it. I don't know. I could maybe make one. Like I don't think it's bad or anything, and it's like I'm not. It's not something that I. The reality is just you can build little stuff, like you can build a little apps, little stuff like that. But if you want to build like a mass scale thing, you cannot just do it by yourself or by vibe coding. Actually, there might be examples that prove me wrong that one person team did it. A new video idea. I was webcoding on my project and I saw your YouTube notification, and I'm all in for a new video. Took my book and started note taking. Awesome, that's super cool. Try made that mistake by following a trend. Trends are trends, right? Like the thing that makes you successful and is just compounding the same thing you do every single day or every week. The trend is never going to get you there. The trend could help you in some ways, like kick things off or like get you spotted, get you on the radar, but it's the compounding habit and routine that creates something. But and like to some extent the videos I'm doing here, they are helping me compound my process. They're helping me like better manage people I work with. They help me find better ideas for the YouTube channel, like better intros. And so maybe all of this process is going to compound, and then I can like benefit from the trend without losing that edge, or without then falling down, having that downfall and having like 2K views and having 100K subscribers. That's not really what I want to do. um, it's still something I'm thinking about. I'm not fully, and I'm not the best at it, right? I don't vibe code a lot. It's not, I don't have that many ideas for, I already have, maybe it's an excuse actually, like that I have too many things to think about. But yeah, I don't have a ton of tools, ideas that I want to build. I think what would be a good idea for your followers to improve on design is when you make a challenge for your community to design and post them, then you choose a winner and make a video on why you chose it. That would be cool, actually. That's a good idea. Like I don't know if you saw it before. I think it's the Punisher or something like that. Where he does like the 3D competition, and you have like hundreds of 3D artists making like the same short clip with a different style and art. That could be really cool to do that for design, with maybe a little prize. Um, Lucky, I'd love to see your vibe code. Some small idea on the live stream would be cool. Yeah, that could be really nice to do that. You will see me get angry because the AI keeps making the same mistake. I'm like, no, not this. But actually, yeah, like I saw that you could have an MCP server, something like that, with Figma, and so you could automatically, like, directly connect Figma designs or a Figma project into Cloud Code, and so you won't have to like screenshot like the image or like the dimensions and spacings. You can just directly talk to the AI to make it happen. But that could be cool. And like honestly, it's usually like from what I've been able to do with the dashboard visitor tracker, kind of. It's not. It sounds like bad with tracker, but it's just like seeing how many people see the website and stuff like that, or even like the link. I have the link tracker as well. It's literally just Claude like telling me, okay, you need to build like you have like a Superbase account, and then you need to have like a GitHub account, and then you need to use this API here. Like I'm just following the instructions. It's really not difficult at all. It just takes like 2-3 hours to get something. And they use like, I think it's design libraries to make like the color palettes and the spacings and stuff like that. So it's really not that difficult. What we could do also is I've been thinking about it but didn't quite find how to get it done. It's redesigning that, because obviously, like I always say, the AI is going to make something very average in terms of design, because it learns from everything and just summarizes it. And so that could be cool, maybe, to redesign that. But the problem is always difficult for me. I think for me, it's really difficult to design something that I like and that I want. It's easier to design for other people and know what they want and what they like. For me, it's never going to be good enough sometimes. Like my website, I've done so many redesign of it. Now I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, like design competition could be good. I think we need maybe a slightly bigger community, but that could still be a cool, interesting thing to do. So many ideas. I should do more random stream like that because we can just talk and, and brainstorm ideas. That's cool. I've used paper. No, never. I've heard of it. I think last time I saw it was to sign up for like the wait list, but I never used. I saw it on like Twitter, like the people doing different texture with paper. Is it like that, or I saw that they have a desktop app now. And yeah, output is pretty average, so you gotta burn through credits to make something good you like. Yeah, and I think something they also do, the AI companies, is they come out with this new version of the AI. They advertise it, everybody finds it super cool and love it, and then I think they nerf the AI so that they save on credits or they make people use more credits uh, to upsell them or something, or just to save on cost. So they make the AI dumber after like 2-3 weeks of having making it super cool, so people come back to it. Uh, that's probably either a marketing or a expense saving strategy. I don't know. But yeah, vibe coding, cloud code. I've actually thought about it. I don't remember what did for like AI code, and I talked about it with music as well, where it's not because AI is here that we're going to lose our job or have fewer opportunities. There's always been. It's more like helping everybody to design rather than, and obviously in the sense you're going to kill some stuff. It's just going to evolve. Everything evolves. For now, seen lately, people are saying that paper converts design to code a lot better than other alternatives. Oh, okay. That could be fun. Actually, maybe we could do a live stream of me trying out paper to see how it is. Um, so many ideas, so many stream ideas. That's really cool. I should have named this like brainstorm stream, so we can just brainstorm together on future ideas and content. Because yeah, I don't know. I'm not super. I'm trying to be more organized with making content and even live stream to some extent. But sometimes it's just, oh, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, I have to make a video, so we have time to work on it and edit it for Friday. And I just find a design, random design, press record, and let's go. But yeah, being more thoughtful about it could help as well. I'm trying to do that in editing, but also like yeah, it's crazy because every every part of the process can be a separate skill that needs to be improved and worked on and optimized and refined. Everything. Do you think AI is better at designing than most designers? I think AI is better at designing than. I don't think it's really better at designing. I think it's mostly it does more. Like for example, I think AI is like for example, cloud code is really good because as a designer, I know what I want. I know like the edge case, I know the dimensions, I know a lot of those things. And so it's really easy for me to create it, to make it real with like code and stuff. And then I just follow the instruction. I like create this table in Superbase. I'm like, okay, let's create the Superbase table. Then connect it with the connect GitHub with Vercel. Okay, connect GitHub with Vercel. Right? That's fairly easy to follow the instruction, but it makes it real, and I think that's super powerful because as designers, if you're good at design, AI is going to enable you to create so much cool stuff out of it if you have ideas. Now be careful because you can also see it a lot on Twitter. It's like so many people get into this idea of creating stuff and they never actually do anything. And so it's not because you create multiple product, multiple ideas that your life is going to get any better. Sure, you know how to build something, that's great. So does probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people already know how to do. And already businesses do that and engineers do that. So you need to also remind yourself that it's not because you know how to do it or that you have been able to do it that you're going to get something out of it. You're never entitled to anything in life. And so you should not ignore the most important thing, which is to always, find leads or find a job, something like that. If it's for fun, if it's a hobby, absolutely. But yeah, keep just little reminder on that. But AI is probably it's average. So obviously average is like 50%. The thing is AI doesn't really think, but maybe also the top, like the bottom 20% probably don't think about design either. So it's yeah. I don't think it's comparable. It doesn't achieve the same thing. It's just very basic, very average. But it doesn't think through like why is this here, why is this there. It's just based on the thousands of screens I've scanned and learned from, this is the average of it. But it's not going to tell you, well, the sidebar is here because of that, or why I've put it this top navigation this way. It's not going to tell you that, or it's going to tell you based again on what it's learned from others, but not based on this specific use case. AI just does what it has learned, so you will only get average of. Yeah, exactly. It's not, there's no rationale behind it, no explanation. But again, for like average, like for small shops, they don't have a big budget. For you know family businesses, for like small things, for like in a city, in a town, they don't care about that. They don't really care about. So they're probably just going to, and I'm sure like they don't even use it. They're going to use AI from the platform that enables them to like have a website, run some marketing campaigns, or create some ads. They don't care about any of the stuff we care about. So in that sense, that's also reassuring. Like all the like right now, what people do is they just make their face look like an anime. That's pretty much it. Or they make the like fake videos. I consider it as a wingman or a helping hand. Yeah, that's exactly how I usually use AI, is like to help me understand projects, features, plan flows, and ping pong ideas with it. And then once you're always going to be ignorant, at least for me, like when I work on design projects that I've never learned, like I've never worked on. It can be, I worked on like tax claim platform. I never, and for like specifically for like tech companies in Canada. I don't live in Canada. I've never been to Canada. I don't work in a tech startup. Like it's really something I have no idea about, and so I have a lot of ignorance depth, which the client does not have, or almost doesn't have, because it's their stuff. It's they are really good at it, and that's why they made the product real, and that was like successful, and they want help for the design part. And so in that sense, I need to step up my game. I need to be at least good enough to understand like what we're working on, why we're doing it, and like what's the input output and all of that stuff. So I need AI to help me figure out what this is all about and what's average, what's good enough, what are some features and flows that matter, and why does this even exist. And that's happened a long time. The best way to do it actually would be just be to talk to them and understand who is the client. I've worked on like a data analytics startup in the past, and I didn't know anything about data analytics. Like, I don't know what it means. And so I've been able to work with really, really smart people, like co-founders and product managers who are really good at this. Who's like the co-founder had like a PhD in data analytics, I think, worked with Airbnb on it. Like, he was really, really smart and knowledgeable about it. And so that was just the best. I was getting paid to learn about it. But if I didn't have that, I would just ask AI to, do that. And that would be 50%, 60, 70% good enough for me. But I've always seen designers saying they have AI integrated into the process workflow, but I've never seen them elaborate on it or show how they use it. So I'd like to see how you use it in like a real project, live project, or maybe some small problem statement. I've showed it in a previous stream. I talked about it in the previous stream as well. I think it's like the not this week's stream, but the previous one. I've shown actually, because I did like a little test project with a design agency, and so I worked on like a mobile app, like 4 screens, something like that. And I showed them the whole process that I go through. It's like, okay, I brainstorm with the AI the features and the flows that I could do. Then I figure out the features for each screen that could be there and how the whole flow would happen. And then I figure out some or research some visuals, some good inspiration, some layout ideas, and then I design stuff and iterate a lot. Um, that's kind of like my my whole process with AI right now. You could see it in some of the previous redesign videos where I asked the AI to copy the layout so I can have the copy the text of the interface. But that's it. Now that's my process. I don't know how other people have their process. Probably some people lie about it or they overemphasize how much AI is important in the process and then they never do it. I think it's like when you learn or like in boot camps or you learn about design, they emphasize like follow the specific process. This is the step-by-step process. But when you work on actual projects, it's really chaotic and messy and you're not able to do the one by one step-by-step process. It's more like a mix. It depends on the situation, it depends on the project, on the examples, on the timeline. So it's yeah, I think it's not as black and white as people might say or you might think. I think it's mostly depends on the use case. It depends on the project. It's always great to have it. I think it's just like another skill in your tool belt that you have to have. So no type of app. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's like a test project. I don't care so much about it. Um, but it was cool. It's I would have been able to work on like a music meditating app project. I didn't get to work on it, but it was kind of like that too. Usually those are like you need to make some cool visuals, you need to make some cool like colors. It's all in the brand. A little bit the UX, like you need to make it simple and clean and easy to use. Because these kind of apps, I don't remember the example before, but it's like for the mom website, or these people they are not very technical. I think it's mostly they want something easy and simple to use. So that's the interesting part of it. Yeah, I would advise to check the stream. Um, I talked about it pretty early on. I think in the stream, so it should be fairly easy to see it, and you will see like as soon as you see the mobile screens on the replay, that's it. Because I never do mobile streams, and I've been looking at it. I've been wondering like, do we do mobile redesign on like the channel? Is it valuable to diversify in that sense or not? This video today going like being live right now on YouTube. It's mobile, not mobile website hero section. That could be interesting. I think it's pretty connected to the overall like what I do, like onboarding flows and web apps. It's like the top of the funnel pretty much. So that makes sense. Mobile is a little bit different. I don't know if diversifying in that sense would make sense or not. If it could open up opportunities, attract more people, I don't know. We could try. Right, yeah, experience the same thing you're talking about. Like it gets messy, so to use AI, so I just make it come up with some generic stuff and use it to get started. Yeah, it's it really depends on your process. Ultimately, it depends on the process that you feels natural and good to you. I think that's why you try also to say sometimes on either I did that on the course that's closed now, but I also did that in some videos where this is my process, this is my design process. You can use it as a reference, as a base, but ultimately you're going to, through your experiences, through your projects, through practice, you're going to figure out your own kind of way of working. And in design, just the same way you have multiple options can be valid to make a design, a product, an app, a website, the same thing can happen for your process. Like your process can be different from another designer and you can still do something great. So you can have that foundation that I share with you and that you can learn from anybody. But ultimately, your own way of designing is going to be also something that makes you stand out. Um, and as long as you get the results, it's not like a math problem when like they ask you what's the result of this equation or something. I'm really bad at math. But what's the result of the equation, and you have to absolutely go through that specific process, breaking down the how you come up to that result. In design, it doesn't matter how you come up to that result. That's why I say don't it doesn't matter if you've used the double diamond process or you did this specific process. Like the what matters is the outcome. Have you done a really good job at the design? Is it clear? Is it simple? Is the experience good? That's it. And same thing I talked about with age. I talked about like someone mentioned like they were 21 and they didn't know if they could succeed. I told them don't tell your age, because what matters is not your age, it's the design. If your designs are good, the age doesn't matter. The problem is that if you tell your age, it's going to be a good status symbol for people around your age of like, wow, we're so successful. He's only 19, he's so successful. But people hiring you, they're going to say that age. They're going to either say you're not good enough because you're too young, or you should not be paid that much because you're too young. So the age really, you should not talk about it. You can talk about it later, like when you're 30, you're like, back in my days, 10 years ago, I was already successful. Sure, that's perfect, but not in the moment. I think mobile would be cool too. Also, websites. Yeah, it's because the kind of it's always like I talked about it in the 2 weeks video 2 weeks ago, where you need to show the kind of designs that you want to be hired for. And if I do mobile design, is it going to attract mobile project? Will I enjoy that? I could always delegate. There is also a form on barbon.studio/Charles. There is you can there's a link to fill out a form to be in the to be on my like little database. So if I have a project and I need someone specific, you know, uh, or otherwise mobile and website videos could just be here to attract more viewers and grow the channel, and that could be also good. So yeah, I can think about it as well, and that could be nice. Now I'm not as good on website and I'm not as good on mobile because that's not what I specialize in, but that could be cool. That could be fun. I design for mobile most of the time. It'd be great to see how you design for mobile. Yeah, so that could be that could be nice. Now again, I'm not an expert on mobile, so I don't want you guys to take my word as gospel. Um, but that could be a nice little. That could be nice. I think I'm trying to also not take it easy, but relax a little bit with like the videos. It's just videos, and even people commenting. It's just videos at the end of the day. There was someone on the redesign video. Wow, he really, I don't know, I think he was the Grinch, the one nobody invites on the in parties. He did not like the video. It was like, that's why, I don't know, I think just UI wise, I just come up with random stuff and then find like a rational explanation behind it. It's like, it's a 3 hour redesign. It's not a paid redesign project that takes me 9 weeks to come up with. It's like 3 hours. I'm tired. That just, it's a video. It's a YouTube video. This reminds me of why I low-key hate jobs, since here a lot of companies just care about years of experience. I think it's the same in France as well. That's why as someone who wanted to do like a coaching call or like mentoring call, and she asked because she told me that it's because I was in France and she wanted to have like a job in France, and I was like, I've never worked with a company in France or in Europe ever. Just because of that, like they pay less and they are a lot more strict with things that don't matter. They just now not everybody. Like I've talked with some French companies and they were really cool with good pay, and they care more about the portfolio. So not everybody, not every company, obviously. I think there are some cool ones out there, no matter what. But it's a reality, yeah. Unfortunately, it's always tough. And I think the reality also, it feels like I looked at some job on like LinkedIn, some the jobs, and you can see like how many people applied. I see thousands of people applied for a job. I'm like, that's crazy. But then I realized that when I when I posted a job on LinkedIn, and 90% were not good. Like 80% were out of the picture right away, just nothing. Then it just had 20% left, and out of the 20%, maybe 10% didn't have a website, or like made it really really hard to find it, or a portfolio. So I just had 10% of the total applicants that actually were had a website were designers and had some case studies and portfolio for me to see. 10%. So in the end of the day, like if you just have the basic, you're already like in the top of the basket. And then out of that, maybe 5%, 4% had like something good. Probably here too in India, a lot of companies just reject you if you don't match the years of experience. So it's, yeah, I can imagine. That's why I'm like, you have to post online. And that's sad because during COVID, we had so many, like, there are so many opportunities for like remote jobs. Now I feel like it's slowing down a little bit on that end. But if you have like, if you can have like a good accent, like a good English accent, and you have like really good portfolio, a really good portfolio, and you can find a remote job or, you know, remote gigs, I think that you can make it. I wanted to pick your brain on a product I'm working on, basically a mobile alternative, but with recreations of live apps. But you can actually copy paste apps in Figma. Recreation of live apps. What does it mean? Does it mean you make a copy of it on Figma and you can use that instead of just the PNG of the product? Because on Figma they also have the plugin where you can copy flows, like images of the flows. No, also be careful. You need to be careful with like lawsuits. Uh, because I don't know how companies would feel if you were to just, you know, straight up take their UX patterns and layouts and designs and sell them. I guess ultimately the plan is to sell a subscription or something. So yeah, I would be careful with that. And that's also why when I do like the redesign videos, for example, I only share them with like the YouTube members. I think it's a lot easier. Oh, you can really do that on Mobin. I didn't know that. You can copy the editable design directly in Figma. I'd have to check it out because I didn't see that. How could they do that though? Do they have someone someone just recreating the design one by one? I don't know. I thought they would just copy them and that's about it. I mean, copy them, take the PNG. But it's really cool, yeah. I like how Mobin has been able to evolve. I remember when I started using it, it was still like with the old logo, white theme, just like a library almost. None of the apps, websites, web apps, some animations too. It's cool. It's a cool product. Image recognition and get through an LLM. I've built a same engine. Oh, okay. Is it like Figma make? Even though Figma it doesn't really make it super accurate. I'm still very early in like the technical. I'm someone who has a very like simple technical brain. That's why I'm not good at like science. I'm not good at math. It takes me a while to like understand the understand the basics. And that's why I'm a designer. But yeah, it's cool. That's awesome. Maybe I can check it out. I don't have anything. Oh, it's so nice. All right, isn't it like a little live stream like that on like a Friday? I mean, Friday afternoon for me, but it's probably for you guys Friday evening. But I feel like it's really nice. Where do you see that Fizz is on Mobbin to copy it? Or maybe you have access to like the like a secret feature that I don't have access to, which is possible. But they've been doing a lot more AI stuff, Mobbin, I think, which is cool. I think it's a nice quality of life benefit. I was working at the company. It was my first job. I just quit it after 3 years. Wanted to ask, how do I restart what I practice? what to practice and start again. Wow, you just left the company after 3 years. So at least that's a good thing. I think the something not a lot of people realize is you always get paid more when you switch job than when you switch like company than when you raise levels within the same company. So it's actually a good thing if you want to like increase your pay and even get new challenges. I think it's fun after a while to switch up things. Plus, it's not for your like resume. But what you practice, I mean, I don't know you. I don't know like your skills and what you do or what you specialize in, what you want to have next. I guess what I would say is where are you right now versus where you want to be in terms of, and you can, I think an easy way to do that is just look at job listings, for example, and see the skills they require for you to have. It's a wish list, but it's still a nice way to see it, an easy way to understand. And then once you see where you are versus where you want to be in terms of a job and what most like you can just look at multiple job listings and you see what they require you to have, and then you see, okay, these are the gaps that I have right now, and that's how I can it can give you some ideas and some clues as to what to work on next. And probably improve your portfolio. I guess you didn't work on your portfolio in case study for like 3 years, so I think it's a nice way to like refresh it, tighten things up a little bit, make it strategic, don't write too much. It's like 9:40 p.m. on a Friday here. Already 10 p.m. Don't go to sleep too late, guys. It's good to stay fresh and up and early. Job description are basically just written with AI, so they are all the same here. They're written with AI and they're also processed with AI. Your resume and your like LinkedIn profiles are processed with AI as well. So there's nobody anymore. And probably your resume could also be written and created with AI. So it's just an AI talking to an AI, and that's it. That's why it's tough. And I think it's always the same, right? It's like in terms of leverage, I think leverage is the one of the biggest thing that we don't really talk about so much, but it's here every time. It's here in negotiation, in sales, in leads, everything. It's basically if you want the thing more than the other, you lose the leverage. And so when you apply for a job, you give away leverage because you are the one asking for the job. So the best leverage is for them to ask you to come work for them. That's no, it doesn't mean you get a free pass on everything. You can. I've tried it when people ask, like companies ask me to work for them. I'm just giving like a really cool, nice yearly salary that I would like to have. They always say no, but uh, you get more leverage because they come to ask you, and so to for them to ask you, they need to know about you, and to know about you, you need to be there. You need to be online, and you need to have a portfolio, and you have to have design and stuff. Unless it's a good company, yeah, there are still some good companies with like good process, and I think that tells you and people applying for the jobs, it tells them a good thing of like they value, like the culture is good, they value people, and that's reassuring. Now it doesn't tell you about the future. Maybe they're going to fire 40% of the total employees there in like 2 years, but it's still like a nice benefit, hidden benefit. I stay up working late into the night and can't seem to wake up early, not anymore. I was like that as well, but maybe you are more creative at night. I think sometimes that's how it is. Like it's really rough to, for me it's really rough to design first thing in the morning. I need to like slowly get into it. Uh, I think that's a designer thing as well, designer lifestyle. The problem is depends where you live. Like problem is if you stay up late and you wake up late, then you probably more probably will have a rough night simply because more people are awake in the morning. They have to go to work. They clean up in front of your house, apartment. They renovate. Um, that's only the problem. Makes sense. That help things a lot. By the way, I'm a product designer. Okay. Also, is it okay to take like 2-3 months as a gap to upskill, or should be I think you can hunt. I think you can apply and look for jobs all the time. Even if you have a job, you can always look for other things. Again, reminder, like companies will drop you any moment as soon as it like they don't care. And it's understandable, they're a business. You are an asset in the business. And if an asset doesn't perform or a group of assets don't perform, you can just stop using them. And so in that sense, you can also do the same thing. A company is an asset for you. They make you somewhat passionate about what you do. They help you feed yourself, have a roof under your head, or above your head, not under your head, right? And so I think it's always nice to look for other opportunities. It doesn't mean you're super serious about it, but I would rather be prepared and have that kind of compounded where you understand expectations. You've been in a few maybe interviews, you've talked a little bit, and so you have a little bit more. You've done some homework in that sense. It doesn't mean you're ready to get a new job. You can still, like if it's not right, it's not right. Uh, but I think it feels nice after 3 years of work. I think like if you have some savings and it's okay, it's all covered, and 2-3 months of like taking a little time to slow down, figure out, okay, where am I, where do I want to go next, why is it important for me, what do I want. I think it can be nice. But like a little routine, 20-30 minutes in the morning while you have like your breakfast or something. You could look at some job listings. That could be nice. It doesn't take too much time. Can copy prompt so you can recreate the same pattern with any LLM. Ooh, very technical discussion. Just a cognitive system. Well, a cognitive system, it feels very negative. I think it's just business. That's it. There is no sense, like it's only an exchange of goods, an exchange of benefits and services. That's it. Like the same way, if I don't know, if your phone breaks and doesn't work anymore, you're not going to keep it forever. I mean, you can keep it for like memories and stuff, but you're not just going to keep it. Maybe it's not a good example. Maybe a pair of socks. Maybe if your pair of socks just have a hole in them and you don't want to repair them, you just throw them away, right? That's pretty much the same thing here. It's just an exchange of services. If you buy like a sandwich at the store and it's always been good, and then suddenly the store changes and sandwich is not that good, you're not going to buy the sandwich anymore. If it's too expensive, you're not going to buy this sandwich specifically anymore. You're going to find something else. So yeah, I prefer to see it like, that way than just like negative and there's nothing we can do about it. I think it just I think we're too dependent. It's like I'm just my little self and I cannot do anything. I cannot do anything if the company drops me, and I'm just so dependent on everybody else. No, we're all like very independent. Like we are part of the business. We're part of the like relationship, the business relationship. So if a term doesn't work with you, and the reason why it feels more like the business has the leverage, not you, is because they have the money, they have the people, they want people to work for them, right? And they have people asking to work for them. You have nothing because nobody knows you, nobody sees your portfolio, nobody sees your website, nobody knows your services, who you are, what your skills are. And so you get no other opportunities. If imagine you have a job you don't like and you have 4 companies waiting to hire you, they're like, we're going to pay you more than them, you're going to have a better life than them, than working with them. You have all the leverage. Then you can negotiate. Then you can say, I don't want you anymore, I'm going to find someone else. You have all the leverage. That's why it's really important to let people know you exist. It's like always distribution. You can be selfish in that way. I feel like go where you are getting better. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like relationship with your barber. I'd rather not switch. I trust that guy. Yeah. And if he knows about it, next time you go there, I don't know if he's going to give you a good cut or not. So be careful. But yeah, that's exactly it. So don't like be like a business in the sense that you have to have your own leverage. Don't just be a simple employee. Don't just be like a simple individual. Act like a business in the sense that you need to have leverage. You need to have opportunities, options. You need to let people know you exist. So improve your skills, working. It's a lot of work. I'm not saying it's not a lot of work, but that's how you stand out. That's how you're in the top 20, top 10, top 5%. You have to pay the price. No matter what you do, no matter what you decide or don't decide, there will be a price to be paid. And if you decide not to do that, if you decide not to again, like do what I've just said 3 times already. Uh, if you decide to be simple, you're going to pay the price for it. To be dependent. To if someone drops you, you have nothing else happening. That's the price to pay. There's always a price. That's a good live stream. Wow. I think it's even better than the scheduled one. It's a good lesson, I think. It's, let's take it relaxed, cozy, enjoy the moment with you guys. Talk about not random things, but not just focus on like design. So, curious how clients are reaching out to you or how you are approaching them currently. I've tried a lot of different ways to approach them, and it might work with, for example, like SaaS businesses. It might work to some extent. The problem with design is, at least for me, is if I reach out to someone for like a cold outreach, they don't know me, they are already going to be on the defensive, right? They're not going to be super into working with me. They're going to be harder to negotiate and to close. They're going to negotiate a lot more on the price. There might be even resentful or something. Um, and I also will lose some of the leverage. So, and I also don't like it. Ultimately, I don't feel good. Just like, what I told you about, if you've never made money with me, don't buy my stuff. Don't buy the subscription. Don't access the community. I don't have one, but maybe in the future. Uh, and so I am not a big fan. And also, I have to deliver the work, right? And so if I just call outreach to people and to companies, and it's something that I really don't enjoy, and I don't do a good job, or I just don't like it, they would be like, why did you reach out to me if you didn't enjoy it? So right now, my strategy is to, again, just be visible as much as possible, share the work that I want to be hired for, and wait, kind of, pretty much. Um, so it's difficult, it's stressful as well, because it's like you never know when it's going to happen. But that's the company effect. It's really small and low at the beginning. It's only a little bit here and there, and then over time, the more you do, the more people know you, and repetition. I don't remember the exact statistics, but I think it takes like 7 or 11 different uh like touch point with the lead for them to remember you and to actually like do something on multiple different platforms, not just on the same one. So you can imagine if people have to see your stuff 10 times, 20 times before they actually pull the trigger and reach out. That's just reaching out. It's not even like you don't even know what they want. They probably don't even know exactly like how you can help them on everything. You have not negotiated on a price. They don't know your price. You don't know their budget, right? So it's just like reaching out. If they have to see you 11, 12, 20 times first on over several weeks or months, that's a long time. So you need to be super patient, but then once it happens, it happens. Do you mentor people? I have like a one-on-one coaching. You can go on babun.studio/Charles, and there will be like a one-on-one thing. It's $100 an hour. So just to be transparent with that. And again, if I've never made you help you make $100, don't do it. Don't pay for it. Only pay for it if I help you make money. I hated the certainty of freelancing with B2C, man. It was so draining. Uncertainty with financial, etc. B2C is the best carrot to look for. Yeah, the grass is always greener elsewhere. Yeah, we always, when we think about another opportunity, about a shiny object, we always see the upsides and we never see the downsides. Like we never see the price to pay. It's always, oh, it's going to be so easy if I do that. If I have this process, it's going to be so simple. But it's never simple. There's always a downside. And actually, I've realized now that you will get stuck at the same point if you switch like vehicle. Like if you do B2C and then you switch to B2C because you think it's going to be better, you're going to get stuck at the same point. So if the point is you cannot find enough leads, you're going to get stuck at the same step. So it's better to stay in your lane, figure out the problem, and then if you want to switch, you can switch. But yeah, that's the problem. It's always the problem. You either have a lack. It's always like a lack of leads or a lack of talents. If you have not enough leads, then that's a problem. That's what's constraining your business. And if you have a lot of leads but not of talents, you just cannot serve everybody, and you're either going to burn out, do very bad job, or just have, or you can just be like a very high end, like Hermes or Louis Vuitton kind of clothing brands, where you just create a big waiting list, and that can also be pretty cool. Now it's a bit different because here it's a really, like, it can be pretty urgent to some extent, but that can be like a nice little status game. I also tried X, but it didn't continue. Yeah, I think, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not good at it. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm probably, it's a skill gap no matter what. I just don't exactly know what it is, and maybe I could hire someone later on to figure it out for me. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was not good enough. Maybe I didn't post the right format. Maybe not at the right time. Maybe I didn't comment enough on other people's stuff. Maybe I didn't write something interesting. I don't know. Many hypotheses, but I don't want to dilute myself in doing too many things at the same time. Like that's what I did, I think, yeah, last year, where I was like, let's make long form content, let's make multiple ones a week, let's make short form content from it, let's post every day. That's too much. I think it's if you can figure out that one channel, and like you have a proof. Like I don't succeed at everything, and I try as many things as I can, and some things are not going to work out. I I I do what I tell you guys to do or not do. So you should try as well. Like maybe it didn't work for me, but maybe it can work for you. It's not because it didn't work for me that it could not work for you. Like there are a lot of other people who've succeeded from it. So yeah. X is now a rage bait platform. Only post that annoys you work because of the engagement. You can post the best work, it will not get traction. I think that's maybe an excuse. I think I see designers like posting stuff and getting leads and clients from it. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it's wrong either. Like I'm not saying you're wrong on that. I agree with 100% with it. Like I see a lot of rage bait stuff on it, and yeah, I agree with that. But I don't think it's going. I don't think putting the blame on that is going to make you better off. Maybe it's going to make you feel better, but it's not going to help you in any way. If you think, okay, that's probably because I didn't post the right stuff or didn't do it the right way, then it gives you power. Like you are able to fix that. If you just say it's just a rage baiting platform and like that's just the engagement is how it works, then there's nothing you can do except doing rage bait content, which is absolutely absurd. I think the design you make would go viral. Just need to be consistent over a period of time, maybe. That's what I'm trying to do now. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I hope you're going to go viral, and then you will have the proof. You'll be like, Charles, I told you, I did it. It's proof. And I'm like, okay, you're right. And that would be the best. But that could be an interesting thing to do. The only downside is usually the project, like the way my projects work. So what I've noticed is a lot of the designs going viral on Twitter, for example, on X, they are from subscription design subscriptions, where you have like a very very quick turnaround. So people stay for a month, 2 months maybe, and that's it. And so in that sense, it's really difficult. You need to always be looking for new clients, but at the same time, you can also show a lot more work because you have a lot, like again, fast turnarounds. So if you have a new feature, a new design you're working on, bam, you can post it right away. And so in a week, you can have maybe 5, 10 different features that you can post and share. When I work on design projects, it's usually confidential, so I cannot really show a lot. And it's usually projects that take a long time, multiple weeks. And so do I have to design after working on designing projects? And if so, how much should I design? Like, should I design a specific feature? Should I design a screen? Should I, right? And so that adds a ton of friction into the process. So it's not just about how do I just post, like you said, with consistency and like a long period of time, it could work. It's like, how do I stay consistent and post consistently through a long period of time? Like, what kind of process should I follow for that? And to be fair, I'm not sure. I don't think I fully understand or know what this would be exactly. But it can be a nice thing to focus on. For now, I'm focusing on LinkedIn. I will see how it works. I'll see how it evolves. For now, it's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. You can follow me on LinkedIn, by the way, while we're at it. But we'll see. And then maybe Twitter is going to be something cool and interesting, and I will absolutely love it. And we'll say, that's awesome, that's the best. And we'll make a video about it. Yeah, designers do what you're saying as well, but there's people who whip up quick concept every day, maybe a screen or whatever, and just post and move on to the next concept. Yeah, that's for me. That's I've tried it before. It's pretty. Yeah, there's both stuff. Yeah, obviously, yeah, yeah. For me, it's a little difficult to do that. Like I cannot design like 24/7 all the time, or at least at the quality I want, or like make it interesting. I don't want to just design for like design slope. Maybe it's an excuse as well. Like maybe I could still do it. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty. I've realized like I think 2 days ago that I had to design, I had to run the business, and I had to also manage people at the same time. So during the whole day, on top of just living life, it can be complex. But again, maybe it's an excuse for me, and I could actually do it. That actually, like that could be maybe a challenge on the channel. Like a YouTube video could just be like, I've tried posting for 30 days on LinkedIn. I tried posting 30 days on Twitter. And then we see together where I was and where I end up, you know? And then it's like, as soon as you have a question, you're like, is this platform going to work? You can just watch the video and be like, oh, okay, that's how it goes. How did you get so good at English? Probably from speaking with a lot of clients. Actually, I don't know how it happened. Like in high school, I think like my brain understood English. Like I could connect my mother tongue French with English, and it's just consuming a ton. Like I pretty much only talk French with my family, and I live in France. But uh, it just, yeah, like you consume a ton of English material. Like you read a ton, you speak a ton. Even if you speak to yourself, like when I have new ideas or like scripts, I speak to myself. You write a ton, and then it's just going to be momentum and a habit. The key is really for your brain to understand. Like the brain's going to work differently for different people. So like the way it worked for me might not work for you. But yeah, as soon as you understand, like it's going to click at some point, and you're going to make the connection between your mother tongue and then English, and you'll be like, oh, that's how you translate the thing. And then the more you're going to translate, the more natural it's going to get. Yeah, that would be a great video. Yeah, I think that could be pretty nice. So that really could be a good motivation, like to be consistent and to try it out. That's impressive. I tell you that. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I know I saw that, and I saw a video like that. I think from Alex Ramosi, who talked about how to get clients, like US clients, and he said that as long as you speak, like you sound English or American, you can get the client. They don't really care where you are. And I think that's fairly true. For me, I'm lucky because I'm French, so I can even have some French accent to it, and people are going to think it's fancy. uh, but if you can really improve it, I think it's going to be a nice benefit. Kind of the same as how gym YouTubers get fat and then try to lose over a period of time to show their advice actually works. Yeah, there is also the gym YouTubers who are like, I'm going to eat like an obese person is going to eat for like 24 hours or something. I mean, the challenge is usually work, no matter the industry, no matter the niche, right? Like, I'm going to live 24 hours in like the weirdest city in the world, or I'm going to spend 24 hours at the best airport in the world, right? Like kind of like Mr. Beast kind of videos or challenges. So it could be interesting and a nice way to also like try different platforms and try different formats. I think they also do that in like investment. Like I'm going to invest in like the stock market. I'm going to day trade for 30 days. Usually if there's money, I think more people watch, but there's no way for me to. I mean, if we get leads and clients from it, that could be an even better video. But that's really a pretty cool video. I should maybe rewatch the replay and see you guys like suggestions and note them down, so that that could be that would be super cool. But I'm really happy with it. Like, I didn't plan on making the live stream. I finished the call with the sponsor for like the early April video. And I thought, I have the camera on, I have the mic on. Let's just do a little live stream. Also, it's going to help a little bit promote the video I just posted. But we, like, beyond surprised. We've talked about so many different things, come up with so many different video ideas. So I appreciate everyone being on the stream, and even if it's late for you now, yeah, it must be a little late. Planning to get your pro designers membership. I love the perks. Can you talk more on it? Well, the pro designer membership, it's pretty much deep dive into like whatever I kind of talk about in the free videos or even on the live stream. It's pretty much the live stream, but in videos in some ways, where sometimes it's what I just some ideas I come up with. Sometimes it's to share my process. Sometimes it's to talk about like the skills I use and how you can improve them. There is Vezis who's like in the chat and who's a pro member as well. I think it's really it's a really good deal. Like if I am able to, I have a video actually on the for members. It's I'm going to, what is the video name? This video will pay your membership or something like that. In the sense that if I can bring you $5 of value or like $60 if you do it for a whole year of value, then it's pretty much a free membership. So my goal is really that. It's just like, I imagine you're going to stay for a whole year with me as a pro member. You don't know, right? It's like you can leave anytime. But if you stay for a whole year and it costs you $60 or whatever your the price is for you in your country, I want my videos to help you achieve that. So that's pretty much the goal. And you get extra stuff, like you get the free hard book from Alex Ramosi, the latest one he has, Money Models. You just have to pay the transfer fees, or like, yeah, to get it delivered. You also get 3 months of Spotify if you've never used it, Spotify Premium. It's pretty cool. I will try to like, it's going to run out I think in March. But you know, I will try to always like bring some cool little stuff for you guys. You also get access, I think that's the biggest one. You get access to all the redesign files from the redesign videos that I've made on YouTube. So you are going to get a link that I change every month. I didn't change it this month because I didn't do any new redesign videos. But you know, every month, so that it always stays for only the paying members. And you get all of them. You get like a library with all the Figma files. So that's pretty cool. And again, if you don't think it's everything I've made for you for free is worth $5, don't do it. Don't buy it. I'm going to, YouTube is going to pay me maybe $2, $1.5 from your subscription. I am okay without it. I'm okay. Only do it if you think it's valuable. Download the audio and transcript and extract ideas from that. It will save you so much time. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Mango always coming in clutch with the good ideas. That's true, I can do that. I didn't think about it. That's probably what I would do this weekend, actually. You know, like a little Saturday morning, getting some ideas in. Getting it now, thanks a lot. Yeah, awesome. Well, I cannot wait to have you join the crew. We're almost 50. You imagine 50 pro designers on the channel. That's super cool. That's a really awesome thing. I think the YouTube channel is such an interesting like life learning moment for me. Is just seeing the compounding effect of like the routine of making content, of making the live stream, of talking, like different skills building up, different skills improving, hiring, managing people, seeing like, you know, members growing and growing, seeing how we can refine like the content, making a better intro, having higher retention on the videos, like all of those little micro skills, being able to work on them and improve on them is a really interesting thing. And I think that can be applied on many different layers in life and different aspects of it. So that's super cool. I cannot wait to see how it's going to be in like 6 months, in a year. I think this month, I don't want to jinx it, but maybe we'll get to, I think we'll get to 14K, right? I don't even know where we are. Oh yeah, we're at 13,800. So I think maybe we can get to 14.5 this month. I don't know. We'll see. But that could be super cool. The goal is for the end of the year to get at like 20K. I think 20K would be super cool. 20K or 25K. But that would be like crazy. What videos, including membership content, would you recommend one should watch if he's starting freelancing? All of them. Watch all of my videos. No, I honestly like freelancing specifically. I would just ignore like I mean, ignore. If you want to watch them, obviously you can, but I would probably ignore the redesign videos. Um, I think the membership would work well for freelancing and like making an offer, having a good portfolio, stuff like that. But otherwise, I also have videos like how to stand out as a designer, how to get higher paying clients, right? Like all of those videos that have lower views, which I expect because it's just literally me just talking in front of you guys. Um, it's not super entertaining, but I think it has a lot of value. And I'm never telling, like, I'm not talking about stuff that I don't do. Like, everything I talk about is something that I've done or that I'm doing right now. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to work out for you or it's going to work out for me. I'm not saying anything I'm saying is going to happen for legal reasons. Don't hold me accountable to this. But I think it can be helpful. It can be nice advice. Results may vary. So again, if you feel like I've been able to give you some value, like over five, if I've made you more than $5 with my advices, you can join the pro membership. Actually, you also get more than $5 because the book itself, like the Alex Somersy book, is like $30. So you're already like getting $30 worth of value. The Spotify premium for free for 3 months. If you've never been a pro premium member, you also get it for free. So you get also another like $30, something like that. So you get $60 worth of value without the content, without the redesign files, without nothing like that. Just the bonus. Hey, Gunnar is now a pro designer. I'm super happy to have you. Congratulations on joining the crew. Make sure to watch the all the members' videos. If you have any questions, you can always leave a comment in those videos. I will reply to you as best as I can. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Because the thing is, my goal is like I'm not making money from this. All the money that I'm making goes back to like the people editing the video, repurposing my content, and so all the people joining, like becoming members, the sponsors, they help me just basically pay them. So that's super cool just to be able to like make this like self-sustainable in some ways. That's super cool. So I appreciate it. Wow, already an hour 20. I think we can stop maybe in like 5-10 minutes, something like that. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. If you have to work, if you have to wake up early tomorrow, if you just want to rest and not just watch me talk. I think that's super cool. I'm super hyped about it, super happy with it. I'm going to keep working a little bit more tonight. But you guys have made my day. Like it's been such a cool surprise to see you guys tune in and have this super cool conversation with you. So super cool, and I hope I've been able to help. You've been able to help me figure out more ways to, you know, to make content, to get some good ideas, potential series that could be nice. It was a really good stream. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, super cool. And you can always find this live, like if you've like there is a moment in the live stream that you liked and that you want to rewatch, the replay is going to be free and available for everyone. It's probably going to take 24. Usually, YouTube takes 24 hours to like I don't know to say to make the video live. So to process it. So probably tomorrow, like maybe afternoon for you guys, is going to be available, and you get all like. I think something I'm thinking about actually would be to maybe make some like highlights. I don't know if it's going to be like short form or just like like YouTube kind of normal form, where we take like the live stream content and we make them into clips. That could be interesting. I'm not sure if something to do now or not, or if it's for short form or just like a highlight, either a highlight channel or just here a highlight something. But that could be pretty cool because I don't think most people are going to rewatch. Actually, I'm wrong because a lot of people actually watch the replays I've seen. So, but that could be beneficial. I think that could be nice to just capture those like key moments and share them directly to you. That could be pretty cool. Another idea. I have so many ideas and not enough time. Ah, the struggle. I think it's a good problem to have. I think at this stage it's a good problem to have. So pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I'm going to get back to work. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good evening, a good rest of your day. For some of you who will keep working, good luck. And yeah, have a great weekend. Enjoy your time. If you can go outside a little bit, have a nice little walk. Be healthy, work out. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys. Bye.